This is the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team getting set to match up with a very formidable opponent. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, this crowd is hyped, and you look at their guys coming in, they appear to be fired up and ready to go. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good one.
And these two teams have gotten a chance to know each other pretty well over this series. It's been a gruesome one so far, very tightly contested. But now, it can boil down to the best of three, which makes tonight's Game 5 a pivotal one.
Paul. No, I missed a short one there. Doncic to Hardaway. Here comes the screen. Hardaway guarded by CP3. To Luka Doncic. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
The screen sets him up for two.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Doncic to Dinwiddie. Oh, had him going there for a second. Tim Hardaway Jr., 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Luka Doncic. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Tim Hardaway Jr. trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. JaVale McGee, they get it down to Paul. Off the assist.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Hardaway. Oh!
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Short jumper won't fall.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Mikal Bridges. Knocks it down off the step back.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Doncic to Dinwiddie. Screen coming. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. JaVale McGee to Paul. Here comes the screen. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Dallas owns the basketball to Hardaway. JaVale able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Paul. Deep left corner. Paul. They have to keep him in their grasp.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Going to launch beyond the arc. That won't go. The follow won't go either. Paul into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Ooh, crisp ball. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Sets him up. Mavericks with the possession. Doncic goes to the right side to Luka Doncic. Screen coming. 4-3. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Hardaway. Doncic to Hardaway. Finish that.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Count the basket inside.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Nothing going here on that drive. Hardaway. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Hand in his face. Still hits. You don't see that very often.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Mikal Bridges. Here's CP3. No good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Dallas has it. Doncic to Hardaway. Rocking the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Short jumper stays out. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Doncic to Hardaway. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Paul across the timeline. It's a 9-point lead. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
New blood coming in for both sides. Dinwiddie against Chris Paul. To Hardaway. And the reward, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Knocks down the first. He makes them both. Now Paul with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Payton. Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. And he finishes at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Mikal Bridges. Now ready to shoot at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
It's Paul for 2. And Boban there to take in the rebound. Dinwiddie into the front court. His team down 9. To Hardaway. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Here comes the screen. Tim Hardaway Jr. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Suns control the possession. JaVale McGee to Paul. Here comes the screen. Sizing up the defense. Paul, wide open look, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
To Hardaway. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Short jumper misses.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
To Mikal Bridges. Just off the mark.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Hardaway. Shot clock winding down. The big man, Ayton, with the rebound. To Payton. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. JaVale McGee. To Mikal Bridges. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Barea guarded by CP3. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Booker's shot, no good. Cruises inside for two.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Dallas with the possession. Brunson. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Deep three at the buzzer. We're through one quarter here in game number 5. Jay and I return in a moment. You're tuned into the Western Conference semifinals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. To Luka Doncic. Sent it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
An example of why he's a 3-and-D guy. Mikal Bridges, tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting... He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
J.J. Barea at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. One free throw good, so he converts on the 3-point play, and the lead down to 11. To Mikal Bridges. Booker. DeAndre Ayton, they get it down to Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul, 4 out of 7. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Hayden with the basketball. His team on top by 13. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Paul. Has a look. Paul's shot won't go down. Here's Barea, trailing by 15. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Another follow, no good.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Fires the three. It's no good. And a putback slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Here comes the screen. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Paul with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Mavericks with the basketball. To Luka Doncic. Nice pass to get things going.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Paul into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Brunson to Luka Doncic. For three. Message received. Well defended. To Paul. Trying to cash in. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Doncic to Brunson. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. Can't connect. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Here comes the screen. Reset here. Let's see what they do. To Payton.
Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball. Screen on your left. Screen on your left.
Mikal Bridges. Down for McGee. McGee powers it through. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Dallas owns the basketball. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Luka Doncic at the line. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Hey, locked up, locked up.
Paul. 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen to Luka Doncic. To Hardaway. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. It's going to stay with Dallas. From long range. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Mikal Bridges. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Doncic to Dinwiddie. Good look that time, but off the mark. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. And that's rebounded by the Mavericks. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. JaVale McGee to Paul. DeAndre Ayton. The shot rejected by Doncic. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. DeAndre Ayton. Now to Booker down low. Look out. Devin Booker. 2 of 4 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Hardaway. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Correa shot. No good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
Look out. Devin Booker. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
A pass stolen by Phoenix.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Paul. Pass stolen by the Mavericks. To Dinwiddie. Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. So the Mavericks will keep the possession. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Hardaway. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Suns with the basketball. Paul. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
DeAndre Ayton has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw.
It's like practice.
Able to convert on both free throws. Mavericks with the possession.
I got him. Yep, y'all.
Hardaway. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Swings it. JaVale McGee. To Booker. Beyond the arc for 3. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Paul across the timeline. He'll run the offense. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. Down to 5 on the 24. Ah, the monster stuff. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
To Dinwiddie. Doncic. It's Ayton with the rebound. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. DeAndre Ayton. Doncic to Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Has a look. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense...
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Doncic to Dinwiddie. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. Chance for Paul. Another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Suns were the dominant team in that first half, without question. And the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. have a look at the leading scorers for the Phoenix Suns. The Mavericks may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game prep. Blocks.
The Phoenix Suns came to play today, and the opposition knows it. All these blocks are more than just rejections. They're statements.
Player of the half.
Ayton and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Dallas has it. Doncic to Hardaway. Doncic to Hardaway. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Mikal Bridges to Booker. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down big. Wide open shot. Nice to see him expand his arsenal.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Paul. To Mikal Bridges. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Trying to cash in, and buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's Suns ball. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
To Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Shot won't go. DeAndre Ayton. To Paul. JaVale McGee. The Suns with 4 to shoot to Mikal Bridges. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. To Hardaway. Doncic. JaVale McGee swats it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Five on the shot clock. Has a chance. Goaltending. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep right corner. And the Mavs able to clear the rebound. Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr. Couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Luka Doncic slams it down.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style of play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Shot no good there by Dinwiddie. Goes to the left side. Booker to Paul. Short jumper won't fall. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Dallas with the possession. To Hardaway. Has a look. Rebound taken in by Paul.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Won't go down. Dinwiddie into the front court. Down a bundle. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
When you're a EuroLeague MVP at the age of 19, let me break down why your game is perfectly suited at the PG spot to be a dominant one in the league. Because Luka Doncic is a technician offensively. In any screen and roll opportunity, he makes the simple read. He's not the most dynamic player offensively. He doesn't have Ben Simmons' athleticism. But what he does have is Rajon Rondo vision mixed with a jump shot where he can beat you any and every way he wants to.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. DeAndre Ayton. Screen coming. Doncic. Off the assist.
Well, some players just have that innate ability to let the game reveal itself. And that's the patience that Doncic has. He also has the height at 6'8". He can see over smaller defenders to make that easy pass.
Lays it up and in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Probing the defense. Doncic. Offensive rebound. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Luka Doncic trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Rebound comes to Doncic. Doncic goes to the right side. To Luka Doncic. Able to convert inside.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. They get it down to Paul. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
Here's the beautiful thing about having a bad game. As long as it says W in the win column after the game is over, then nothing else really matters. You've done your job.
To Booker. Paul. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in and strokes it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Into the front court, it's Booker. His guy's up by 15. To Mikal Bridges. Paul. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. To Mikal Bridges. And a throwdown.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting.
Booker. fundamental shot right there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Mavericks with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Doncic. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Luka Doncic trying to convert the extra try. He's perfect from the line so far. Got it from the line. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Doncic. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Here comes the screen. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Suns lead it big. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet. But with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Brunson. Picked up by the Suns.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Runner here won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Brunson. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. Two for two on that trip. Phoenix has the ball. Take stock of the floor. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
No good. Hayden into the front court. They lead it by 14. JaVale McGee to Paul. The Suns with 4 to shoot. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Doncic. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot clock violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Paul to Mikal Bridges. Rebound cleared by Dallas. Hardaway picked up by Booker. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's Phoenix ball. Booker to Mikal Bridges. The shot rejected by Doncic. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Doncic to Hardaway. Nothing going here on that drive. Doncic. No, the Suns come up with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
JaVale McGee, they get it down to Paul. From the painted area, won't go down. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Trailing by 15. To Hardaway. Doncic to Hardaway. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Has a chance. The shot almost.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Screen coming. Doncic to Hardaway. And McGee there for the rebound. It's Mikal Bridges with the 2.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more off that one.
Dallas owns the basketball. Doncic. To Dinwiddie. Chris Paul pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team, because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Mikal Bridges at the line. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Hardaway gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. Dallas with 4 to shoot. 4-3. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Booker to Paul. Short jumper won't fall.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Mikal Bridges to Booker. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
To Luka Doncic. Deep left corner. Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Shot clock winding down. Not that time. Hayden with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. It goes down.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Luka Doncic. To Hardaway. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Tim Hardaway Jr. at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Phoenix with it. To Paul. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. Paul to Mikal Bridges. Nothing going here on that drive. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Fires the 3 at long last. He missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, providing he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Doncic to Hardaway. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Hardaway. Tim Hardaway Jr. He's going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Hits a second. One more coming. Three for 3. Nice. Booker with it. The lead is 15. DeAndre Ayton. To Paul. A lot of contact. No whistle. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. To Luka Doncic. Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Down low for Powell. You've got to get that. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. A pass stolen by Phoenix. To Paul. Fires the three. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Mavericks with the possession. Here comes the screen. Short jumper misses. Mikal Bridges. To Paul. For three. Tough shot. Well defended. To Hardaway. Throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Paul with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Keeps it alive. Gotta love the hustle. Shot from the lane won't go. The follow won't go either. Dwight Powell rejects it. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round games and highlights will be coming up next on the Inspiriverse Network channel.
Mikal Bridges. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle or not landing.
It's the Suns with the victory. They've claimed the pivotal Game 5 to go up 3-2 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 5 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 2 Boston Celtics, Seed 3 Milwaukee Bucks.
They did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Phoenix Suns. The Mavericks didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Phoenix Suns were most impressive in the way they turned their effort into second chance points. If I was their coach, I'd be very proud of the team for the way they played with heart.
Player of the game.
Ayton seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again, And again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 Round Game 5 matchup is now streaming live on the Inspiriverse Network channel. Seed 1 Phoenix Suns, Seed 4 Dallas.